Everyone hear me? Okay, I will try my best. I know my voice is naturally low, but I will try my best. And also just taking over this bilingual scene. 感谢大家出席. Yeah, I can probably also can deliver it in bilingual, but I probably most of people can not understand the other part. So. Yeah, so thanks for the introduction. So very nice to be here, and I know this is kind of an overdue presentation. I was originally invited back in 2021, so for all of the reasons, I'm here tonight. It took me a while to think about what I'm going to share tonight, and not until recently, I had a conversation with one of my coworkers, and she asked me, why do you like bike so much? I'm thinking, oh, that's a big question. And probably that also can be the topic I'm going to share today at the Bike Minds. So why do I bike? So I'm kind of generation grew up on my mom's back seat of a bike or my dad's front bar of his bike. So this is like a very natural way, and when I have memory, I just remember I'm sitting on the back of my mom and talking with her and talking to her about my day like that. And this was my first bicycle, or it's supposed to be a tricycle. I was very proud to have this one because
it's a fixie.
Yeah, and my mom told me that my family's financial situation was not good, so that was the best gift she could give me. Although later on I know that was wrong because there was a better version I could have. But anyway, that was my first tricycle, and I love it. But I treat it more as a toy. And my real first bicycle was like this, but it was in a bright yellow color. And we call it in Chinese, translated to English, it's a princess bike. And I got that when I was at grade 3. And I started biking to school by myself when starting grade 3 all the way through all the school years. And I really loved it because when I got that, I feel like I was way more excited than having any other gifts. I had no feeling when I got my driver's license, but when I got this bike, I grew up, I'm a big girl right now, and I'm very independent, and I have a lot of freedom. So yeah, that was my first bike. I mean, bike is always part of my life. I didn't really pay special attention, like why I need that or something. It's just like everybody has a bike in China, and maybe it's very affordable, it's very convenient. So every family has probably 2-3 bikes, depends on how many people within the households. Not until I come to the North America, because at that time I have kind of the stereotype understanding, like you probably can go anywhere without a car. So I took that idea because I know as a student I probably won't buy a car. It was not affordable. So instead I chose to live close to the university, which was also within the core area of the city. And I tried to rely on the public transit. But after several unpleasant tries, and I found that I couldn't rely on the unreliable public transit system. So I determined to get myself a bike. And I really enjoyed that, kind of like a friend to me during my master program, during my first 2 years in the North America. I used that mainly for daily commuting to the university and got groceries and like this. And also I had a pretty big pressure during the time I wrote my thesis. So that was like a big channel for me to get relaxed and maybe went for a ride with my friends, and after a long day staying in the lab or in the office. So I got a bike because of that. I would say bike has never become a very unique component to me until I met with my partner. He is much of a big fan for advocating cycling and use bikes. So he introduced me to try winter cycling. I never think I could do that. But the first time I tried it, wow, I was fascinated in winter cycling. It was so fun. It was just like I was dancing with my bike on the snow, and I could be very concentrated. I won't be distracted by anything else because otherwise I would be fell off. So that was the main reason. And yeah, I loved it. And I felt like, okay, now I can call myself a four-season cyclist in North America. I mean, with bike, with my partner, it's part of our life. Regardless we stay within the city or we travel, we always use bikes everywhere. So when I prepared this kind of slides, I went through my pictures over the years. Almost every city I've been to, and I could find a picture. I was on the bike. So I've been to Blue Mountain in Jamaica, and also Chiang Mai in Thailand. And one thing I really like cycling to places is like I can seamlessly blend it into the local scene. So because I grew up in China, so my tolerance level in terms like cycling safety is very high. So I felt very comfortable doing this, like navigating through the traffic. It made me kind of remembering my time as a little kid cycling in China. Of course, the cycling scene or cycling infrastructures in China now is completely different. So I encourage all of you to take a look at how advanced the cycling infrastructure in China is now. And also, cycling can bring me much closer to the nature. And also, it's kind of like a way for me to travel in a spontaneous way rather than plan ahead. For example, I usually just like ride down the street, and when if I don't want to wait at a red light, I probably would just turn right and to see what is ahead. Usually, there's something pretty good waiting ahead of me. And for example, like this was in the Netherlands. I was riding on a country road, and then I found this very cute white swan, and I stopped immediately to take a picture with her. So if I'm not on the bike, first I could probably not go that place. The second, if I'm on the car, I probably would just like pass by very quickly. Yeah, and I feel like when I'm cycling, I just feel like I have a very pure mind, and I don't really mind about what others looking at me, even if I'm the only cyclist on the road. That happened to me, like I accidentally entered a highway, and I didn't know, like I was not allowed, but I was the only one there. Of course, I was safe, so I'm here today. But all that to say is like when I'm on bike, I feel the true self. So that is something I really enjoy. And the other thing is like I gradually feel cycling has shaped my identity. Because every gift I receive from the friends kind of include element with bike. I read, maybe bike is also part of the logo for me. And as a urban transportation engineer and designer, I mean, cycling around the cities and the places also kind of like brings good feedback to my work and feel my idea tank. So whenever I go to, I always just pay attention to those kind of details, or whether it's kind of underpass channel, or maybe say automatic raised some umbrella at the intersection. This was in Korea, and even this like a very cute e-bike with a foldable front seat. So those are the things maybe people can easily miss, but always caught my attention. They took up a lot of the storage space within my cell phone. So, but anyway, whenever there's a problem or it's a design topic comes up, and I always just like go back to flip my albums, and with my pictures I took through my clips. Yeah, and cycling also really a magic tool, kind of like it's a magic needle to thread all the beautiful stories of my life. Since I moved to Ottawa, and because the like vibrant cycling scene, so I started doing road cycling. And I still remember the first time me and my husband went to the Champlain Lookout, and the first time we did the Reed Lake cycling tour from here to Kingston. Also did a road carriage before that. And also we did the first time we biked from Toronto to Niagara Falls, and by taking the GO train. And usually as a cyclist, I may have some special treat. And for example, this one, I passed by a vendor selling the fresh Niagara peaches. I really craved for that, but apparently I didn't have the place to carry one basket. So the vendor was really nice. He gave me 2 free peaches. So yeah, that was definitely the treat of that day. Among all the special memories, I would say, not yet. So this was another special one. So when we lived in the Netherlands for 1 year during my gap year, we were able to manage to bring back a table just by 2 bikes. Even in the Netherlands, people give bravo to us on the road. So I found it very yeah. Among all of the memories, this is the most special one for me. So in China, it's kind of a tradition, when people got married and they assemble a fleet of luxury cars for their wedding ceremony. But one thing I insist doing is I wanted to have a fleet of bikes and to be my wedding fleet. And we pre-arranged 12 shared bikes to be my personal wedding fleet. And I was very appreciated that my parents, 4 parents, supported us to do that. It was quite special. Yeah, so why do I bike? I feel like it's just like a part of me, with awareness or without awareness. And biking can bring me to meet very good people, like everyone here. Very thoughtful Matt, kind of reordered me to the very last because of my projection, and also very creative people like Samuel. Like your presentation is super creative. So I feel like within this community, it's encouraged me to always stay creative and compassionate, and also want to just to be more understandable to people with different challenges, to be moved around more freely, regardless their mobility levels are. So, and this is also something can help me to carve my career path. I originally was not a transportation engineer focused on the actual transportation, but now I am. This aligns with my passion, so it's also something I can contribute more. And what's next? I got my little one last year. She just turned to 1 this year. So I can't wait to put her onto my bike to have another different way to explore the cities, to explore the world. And one thing I want to mention is I took over the front bike seat from a very special friend. And I will definitely keep good use of that. And we'll take her onto the road pretty soon. Yeah. Thanks.
Of you. I was going to ask you what you're looking forward to, but you beat me to it. Yeah. So I will instead ask you, what's one of your favorite places that you've biked to in and around Ottawa? Because I know you've been to a lot of places.
Yeah, I would say I'm kind of person who always wanted to try something new. So since I've been to most of the little towns near Ottawa within an hour and an hour and a half. So I would say probably among all the places, now one thing comes to in my mind, just right now, maybe just the neighborhood where I live in San Diego. So yeah, because it's part of my life. I have to commute every day. And I could see the changes to the roads and how people, how more and more people are using that. So it's kind of a sense of belonging, so probably here.
Wow, your own neighborhood.
Yeah.
Okay, another round for Xiaobin.